Howdy everyone. Today we are going to be making some jerky with some PS seasonings. This is a seasoning brand here in Wisconsin. I found theirs at the meat block and I really like how it tastes. Today we're going to be using the maple jalapeno jerky kit, and I'm just going to read the instructions off the back real quick. Whole muscle meat method, which is what we have here. I've got around 5 pounds of venison already sliced from a deer I shot last fall. Use only lean, well-trimmed wild game or domestic meat. Slice meat with the grain no more than 1/4 inch thick. Add contents of 1 seasoning and 1 cure packet to 1 cup of water in a large non-metallic bowl. Mix well. Add 5 pounds of sliced meat to marinade, mixing well. Make sure all surfaces of meat are coated. Transfer the meat mixture to a large plastic storage bag. Refrigerate for 8 to 24 hours. Longer marinating will intensify the flavor. So what we're going to do today is I already have the meat sliced here in the bag and thawed. I've got a mixing bowl. I've got a cup of water. We're going to open up our seasoning packet here and get that into our bowl. So 1 bag is the cure and 1 bag is the seasoning. We're going to open both of these and put them in the bowl. So now that the seasoning and cure is all mixed into that cup of water, we've returned our box back to complete the pyramid, and we are going to add in our venison. I tried to cut these slices to be around 1/4 inch thick. I like my jerky to be obviously cooked well enough and edible, but I also like to be able to taste the meat a little bit, and I found if I cut them too thin, it'll dry out. So I've just been mixing this meat up to make sure that seasoning is well mixed through it. And now I'm going to take 1 glove off so I can hold this gallon bag with 1 hand, and I'm going to transfer this meat into a bag just so I can get it good and airtight and make sure that seasoning is getting adhered on all sides. So now my meat is all in this gallon bag. I'm going to try to squeeze all the air out of it, zip it up, and we'll let this sit until probably tomorrow. Probably going to let this go about 18 hours. It's 4 o'clock right now. Probably take it out around noon or 1 o'clock tomorrow and get the smoker fired up and get this stuff going. We'll see you then. All right, everyone, this jerky meat has now been in the brine for 24 hours roughly, maybe 20 hours. It's about 2 o'clock on Sunday, and I am going to start spreading this out onto the racks. Once I get this on the racks, it'll go in the smoker, and like we talked about yesterday, just gonna go for that dried but not breakable. You want it to bend and have some pliability, but you don't want it to snap. Well, the meat is all on the racks in the smoker. We've got this set to 170 degrees. We're gonna let this run for probably 2 or 3 hours, periodically checking on it and see how it does. All right, we are checking on the meat here. It is looking good. Still definitely too bendy, so we want that to dry out more. But it is looking good so far. I think it's been about 1.5 hours. It's been about 2.5 hours now, so we're gonna check the meat again and see how it's looking. Oh, it's definitely getting there. I think that's about good. It's bending, but it's not snapping. But you can also see a piece like this is pretty dry. Let's give it the old test. This one's pretty dry because it was so thin. Yeah, that tastes good. We're gonna pull this jerky off the smoker and bring it inside. Well, there you have it. This is how I make venison jerky on my Traeger smoker. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Do you want any more? I think he likes it, folks. Thanks again for watching. High five. Good boy.